I know I'm late, but I just had to make sure. You know what I'm saying? Like I just had to make sure it was everything was good, everything was straight. You know what I mean? But welcome back to another episode of that Stay Off My Grass podcast. You got your boy Sons fan Randy in the building, and ding dong, the Beal is dead. This is somebody, like I said, I'm gonna try to keep it brief because I don't really have anything positive to say about Bradley Beal. So this would probably like be the last time I ever mentioned Bradley Beal, like ever, just in life. But yeah, so we got it done. It wasn't pretty, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't pretty. It kind of put us at a disadvantage, but there is some pros to it in the aspect of like the luxury tax and some of that other stuff. So there is a couple of positives to take away with it, but I think that we probably would have got more out of a trade, or you know what I'm saying, like just got something back in return. It would have been more helpful to us, but it seemed like he was being petty, you know what I'm saying? And whatever it is, what it is, I understand. Get your money. You know what I'm saying? I'm never gonna advocate for somebody not to get their money. So like he don't owe us no favors to give us a discount or whatever. So like I understand it from that aspect. But it's over. You know what I'm saying? It's finally over. We finally did it. I'm tired of arguing with people because like it just seemed like everybody and a granny just for the last, you know what I'm saying, like couple months is just like y'all not gonna be able to get rid of Bradley Beal. Y'all not gonna be able to get Bradley Beal. And it's just like as Suns fans, we just had to eat that. Where it's just like we kind of knew where it was going. We kind of are tuned in and tapped in with some of these sources or like these like you know what I'm saying, like we listen, we you know what I'm saying? Like we if you're a Suns fan, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? But yeah, so he's gone. He went to the Clippers, so which made me a little bit happy because it's just like, okay, cool. I think that Devin Booker owns the Clippers. So it's just like for whatever reason, I don't know why, but the Clippers can't beat us. So this is more of a reason why for Devin Booker to get them niggas buckets. You know what I'm saying? And now it's like more essential that we gotta beat the Clippers when we play them now. We have to. You know what I'm saying? Like I never really did like the Clippers, but especially after like beating them to get to the finals and just like some of all that Paul George shit is just like now we got another reason why, you know what I'm saying, this one-sided beef we got with the Clippers is just like they hate us and we really can't beat, I mean they can't beat us. So it's just it is what it is. Even during the season, like they had a couple games where they was up by like 40 or something, like some wild like 25 or some wild shit and smoked the lead and we still beat them. And then we beat them on opening night. I want to say the game after that on Halloween. So it's just like we just got their number. Like Clippers can't fuck with us. But yeah, so that's what made me excited. Him going over to the Clippers, I was like, all right, cool. Like we got their number, we could whoop their ass. But yeah, man, it's over. I don't know if you seen it today, if you was on social media, Instagram, or whatever, like just the caption and him doing throwing up the deuces and like all that other shit. So it's just it's all petty, man. It's all petty. I'm glad that he's gone and so we could just move on and move forward. You know what I'm saying? Like with it, because it's just like I said, I got nothing positive to say. I don't think any Suns fan got anything positive to say about him. Like, and this is one of those things where the people on the outside looking in are gonna look at the stats. You know what I'm saying? But when you're dealing with certain type of people or certain type of NBA players, or if you just sat down and watched all 82 games, like you'll understand like some of these dudes are professional stat padders. Like they're professional at padding stats. Like if you look at Bradley Beal's stats, like he was averaging 17, shooting like 40% from three or whatever the fuck the case was. But as if you sat down and you watched the games, then you saw like how much he actually sold, and it makes like the stats compared to his game, it makes sense on why he was doing what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? Like passing up shots, passing up, not doing what it takes to win because it's like I don't really give a fuck, but I want my stats to reflect that. Like, can't no nigga say nothing bad about the stats, but it's just like okay, and it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But if you look at the stats, you're gonna be like, damn, like you know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't his fault, and it's not all his fault. You know what I'm saying? So it's not. I don't want you to hear this rant as this is all Bradley Beal's fault on the reason why the Suns did what they did, or like it was just uneventful. I personally, I'm looking more so the leader to the team. I'm looking more so Book. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where all my grievances, my gripes. Like I'm looking towards Book because we gave him essentially everything, you know what I'm saying, he needed to succeed, and we didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? We made the finals run, we came back, built a super team, got you all these players and all this other shit. And you know what I'm saying? We got swept in the first round. It's just a mess. You know what I'm saying? So I personally don't hold like my beef with Bradley isn't necessarily because of the failure of the team. It's just like I said, my beef is more so like how he went about shit about, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like shit I just can't respect. So but it's over with. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't got to deal with that shit no more. We can look forward. But one thing I am interested in seeing is like, what is the next move? I have been seeing the reports of we interested in Jonathan Kaminga, which I think would be a good fit for the team because it seems like we don't really have any small forwards. We got a bunch of guards and a bunch of centers. You know what I'm saying? So we don't really have a point guard either. So I think Jonathan Kaminga could come in and fit right away. But honestly, if you really want to like deep down, is I'm not really on the Jalen Green bandwagon. Like it's cool. I think that him and Booker do fit together. I do think that he could like help out. I'm not saying that we can't win with him, but in my brain, I feel like Devin Booker plays better when he has a point guard. And I feel like as Suns fans, we kind of got to come to grips that Devin Booker is just a really good number two guy. You know what I'm saying? Like we just got to come to grips with it. And out the outside looking in, niggas gotta accept that really good number two guys make a lot of money. So you know what I'm saying? Look at Jalen Brown and shit like that. So it's just like that's just what it is. Like really good number two guys make number one guy money. So it's just like it is what it is. But like I'm saying, I feel like if we could get like a real legitimate point guard in, I'm looking at Dame. I'm looking at like I. This is my theory. I don't have any sources. I don't have nothing. I'm saying like if Jalen Green plays good enough, I would really want to monitor like that Atlanta situation to see if we could. To me, that's not a bad idea. A trade for Trey Young for Jalen Green. To me, that's not that bad. You know what I'm saying? Especially if Jalen Green start going crazy and it looked like he, you know what I'm saying, could be like a franchise guy. To me, that's not a bad idea. You know what I'm saying? But I could get how Atlanta could say no. I could get how that don't make sense. But all I'm saying is we need to partner Book up with a really good point guard because it seems like throughout the history, whenever Book has a good point guard next to him, that's when he's at his best. Look at the Ricky Rubios, look at the Chris Pauls and shit like that. That's when he's at his best. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really excited for this point Book shit. I hope we go find a point guard. Yeah, so it's just the Suns. It's a mess right now, but it is what it is. This might just be a season. Like I have no expectations for the season. I don't really have it like us winning anything or going like I see us maybe being like a playing team, but the only thing, like I said, that gives me hope is that the NBA is wide open. You know what I mean? Like any team could win at any time now. You know, the dynasty era is kind of over like multiple different teams is winning championships. So it's just like the NBA is just wide open. So that's the only thing that really gives me hope. But all in all, man, it is what it is. We finally got it done. Everybody is, I feel like, happy. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Suns fans is happy. I hope him and his peoples is happy about the decision. But yeah, it's over with, it's done. I still got a little bit of faith in the front office because, like I said, I'm not gonna get mad at them for swinging for the fences, trying to get the home run, and then get mad. Like, because I feel like what happens is the players get a pass, and everybody gets mad at Matt and the front office and all the other shit. Where it's just like, nah, these niggas didn't perform. Like KD came here and didn't do what he was supposed to do. Like you could call it, you know what I'm saying? We could call a spade a spade. Like if KD played good or if KD played like KD against the Denver Nuggets, we win that series. You know what I'm saying? If KD even showed up 25% against the Wolves, like if you can't like it's a mess. It's just a fucking mess. But it is what it is, man. Till next time, man. Peace.